Hi, welcome to Frontenac Outfitters Canoe and Kayak Center. This is a stand-up paddleboard review of Vendetta Paddleboards Monte Cristo 11.6. The Monte Cristo 11.6 is the longer board in the series that includes that shorter 10.6 version, and it is also one of their planing style boards versus the touring board. A planing style board will give you a little bit more user friendliness because it's typically a little wider, gives you a little bit more of that stability for that entry-level rider. The board itself is 11'6" in length, 33 inches wide, and 4 3/4 inches deep. That depth is shaved down a little bit in order to improve the efficiency of that planing style board because they'll typically be a little less efficient through the water due to that wider beam wanting the board to turn a little bit more than track straight. The board itself has been designed for that more entry-level paddler looking to get into supping, or even that intermediate or advanced rider that wants to kind of surf a little bit or play on the waves a tad more. Because it is that planing style hull, it's a little bit more of a responsive board, a little bit more playful. In terms of paddler weights, because of that width, length, and depth, you have a fairly wide fit range of about 120 pounds right up to 220. So wide fit range for paddler weights, and also a wide fit range in terms of paddler skill level. If we take a peek at the specs of the board, we'll work our way from the nose all the way to the tail. At the nose, you'll find you have your FCS GoPro mount. Again, that's able to mount your camera. You can get some of those neat videos when you're out paddling and having some fun. You go down the board, you do have some more deck rigging right here, and that allows, if you do want to do a little bit of tripping or those longer day paddles, you have the ability to strap some gear with a dry bag, some food, that type of thing. You do have that standing platform that goes all the way to the tail of the board, which is great, especially for those that do want to start doing more of that wave riding or that surf type of paddling, because what you have to do is get yourself moved towards the tail of the board to drive that nose up and out of the water a little bit more. That way, if you're going into big waves, you're going up and over them rather than plowing right through them. Or if you have that tailing wave that you're trying to ride out a little bit, it won't cause the bow to dive into the water. Center handhold and that V-shaped grip that's nice and ergonomic, really fits the hand nicely, easy to carry the board, as well as a center vent plug. The vent plug is there because if you have your board out in the sun for an extended period of time, you get some pressure built up on the inside, so allowing you to back that off and relieve the pressure will reduce the chances of you cracking your deck or even warping it. Back to the tail, as it is that more planing style sup, you don't get the deck rigging that you would find on their touring board, but you still do have that mount or that lashing point for a board leash. The hull itself is what they'll refer to as that double concave system. So as you're paddling, the water that's going underneath this board is actually funneled into two streams as opposed to one big one. The idea being that that actually improves the glide of the board because it reduces the amount of drag you will get when you have the water traveling on the hull of the board. The back of the 11.6, you just have a center tail fin as opposed to the additional two thrusters that you would find on the shorter version. The fin itself is made out of fiberglass, so nice and stiff and rigid, and it also gives you a little bit more durability if you happen to drive that up and onto the shore. Again, this is Frontenac Outfitters Canoe and Kayak Center, and if you're interested in trying the Monte Cristo 11.6, come on out. We do free test paddling 6 days a week, and we're more than happy to let you go play on the water. Thanks a lot.